Morning, folks. This is William, Yoga Man from Derry. I'm just going to start making a few yoga videos. Just really going to do a few very basic yoga videos that you can do at home at any time. And these times, it's good to keep active, keep moving, just get the body moving, do that wee bit of exercise, even if you do half a class, few moves, whatever you're doing. Throughout the class, I'll be using a few different props. In yoga, we use belts and blocks and different things. So obviously we don't have those in the house at times. So a book, a tie, an old belt, old ordinary belt. Times we'll use blankets, rolled up blankets, things like that. Always have a wee blanket handy, maybe a pillow for the back of your head when we're having a wee lie down, relax after, so a wee pillow or cushion. And so we're going to just get started. Also, sometimes it's good if you had a wee, like there's a wee footstool, or just see the wee footstool at the house. Sometimes really using a footstool just to put the hands onto when you're coming down. What you're really doing is just bringing the ground to you rather than going down to the ground. If your flexibility isn't so good on the forward bends or whatever, so just really just compromising with what you have if you don't actually have your different equipment at hand. So we're just going to start a wee beginners class today. So I'm here in sunny Derry, Northern Ireland, for anybody that's not from Northern Ireland or the city. So we're just going to sit onto the blocks at the minute. But if you find that you prefer to sit onto the ground, or if you prefer to sit with the legs straight out, if they're tight knees or sore the knees. So really, I would encourage you to try and get everybody involved in the house. Everybody sitting about, maybe wondering what to do with themselves. So even getting into a wee routine of doing maybe a class in the morning or every second morning or something. And just doing what you can do what your body allows you to do. Really for the purposes of working the body, just getting the movement under the body, getting the joints moving again is really what we're looking to do. So, first of all, big thing in yoga is getting the posture of the body right, getting away from the rounded back, the rounded shoulders, slouched shoulders. So trying to get a lift into the shoulders, taking the shoulders back, taking them down, and really getting that opening into the chest, really feeling that you're opening the chest, opening the heart muscles, and feeling that the shoulder blades are coming in and down the back, and you're relaxing into the shoulders. And then if you can, turn the backs of the hands down onto the knees and joining the finger and thumb. Try and lengthen the back of the neck, and try and think about the shoulder and the hip in line. So trying to feel that you're getting that posture of the body, trying to feel that you're getting that length of the spine. And then we're just going to close the eyes. So this part of the class is really just getting centered, getting to close off the mind completely, forgetting about all that doom and gloom that we're getting these days, that news flashes that we're getting. Just letting it all go now, just forgetting about it all. A good way to do that is just to focus on the breath, to close the eyes, forget about everything going on in your head, and just breathe in and breathe out. Normally in yoga we breathe in and out through the nose. If you prefer to breathe in and out through the mouth, or breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, whatever suits you at this time, you do it. Just feeling that breath coming in, that breath coming out, just natural breath coming in and out of the body, feeling that you're closing that mind completely, resting the head completely. Trying to focus on completely relaxing the face, the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyelids, cheeks, the jaw. Doing that wee checklist every time when you start the class of relaxing every muscle in the face. Relaxing the tongue, making that wee bit of distance between the top teeth and the bottom teeth to relax the mind, relax the jaw, relax the face. Think of it taking the breath right down into the abdomen now, feeling that you're full of the diaphragm, full of breath. Completely emptying that breath out. Big inhalation and big exhalation. When you're ready, open the eyes, taking the gaze forward, just breathing naturally. Letting your eyes adjust to the light. And then turn the palms of hands down towards the knees. Get a good grip on the knees and then lengthen that spine again, taking the sternum right up towards the ceiling, taking the gaze right up towards the ceiling too. Lengthening the throat, really getting that stretch into the front of the throat. And then exhale, taking the chin right down to the chest, keep that chest lifted, taking the chest to the chin to the chest, and just stretching into the back of the neck, relaxing those shoulders down, but holding onto the knees to get that leverage, to get that stretch into the back of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out as you go. Try not to hold the breath at any time. Try and keep that breath moving. Keeping that strong stretch into the back of the neck, get that mobility into the neck. A lot of tension and stress lands on the upper shoulders and neck. So just giving a nice wee stretching up. And then inhale right up to the top again. Get that big lift into the front of the throat. Hold it onto the knees to get that stretch. And then exhale right down again. Last time, just taking it right down, getting a big length under the back of the neck, feeling it stretching right up under the back, right into that cervical spine, really stretching it right out. Big deep breaths in, big deep breaths out. And then inhale back up in the centre, try and get the chin level with the ground now. Try and keep that lift in the chest, lift in the sternum, keeping the lift in the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Now this time we're going to lift up in the right arm right up, really stretching right up with the right arm, lengthening it right up towards the ceiling. So you want to feel that you're extending from the sitting bones right up the side ribs, right up the side of the arm, and lengthening the arm right up. Really good, stretch it right up. And then this time we're going to take the left arm right out to the side, drop it down onto the ground, and just sit over to the left hand side, really opening up the spine again, opening up the side ribs, really feeling that opening into that side body. Taking the gaze in underneath the arm and lengthening the fingertips right up to the left side. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel it right under my oblique muscles there, getting a big stretch into the spine. Holding it for a few more breaths. And then exhale, coming right back up at the centre. Get the sitting bones nice and grounded onto the block or the book or whatever you're sitting on. Or that wee footstool. Keeping that there really good. Breathing in, breathing out. And then inhale again, lifting up in the left arm, big extension in that left arm. Really get that extension up, so you're just not lifting up the arm, you're really feeling it, stretching into the side body first. Then taking that right arm right out to the side, just cup the fingers in the hands, drop it down onto the mat, and then open it right up. So keeping that chest open to the sky, trying not to turn the chest down, trying to keep it open. So if you're only up about here, that's okay. You just do what you can do. Everybody's flexibility is going to be different. Everybody's mobility is going to be different right through the class. You do what you can do and be happy with what you can do. Breathe in and breathe out. Big breath in, big breath out. Really feeling that every time you take the outward breath, you take it that wee bit more if you can. Making sure that that left sitting bone's still on the mat or on the block. And inhale back up in the centre, coming right back down with the hands. Big lift and roll of the shoulder blades right down the back. Cup the fingers again, fingers facing forward. Cup the fingers right in, just lifting up with the chest. Really good. Breathing in, breathing out. Now this time we're going to change the cross from the leg. Sometimes I hold the cross from the legs because I find it very comfortable. I hold it for too long, but if you want to change the cross from the legs more often than that, changing them, you change them. Really good. So we're going to go in for a wee spinal twist. Spinal twist is really, really good for the spine. Really good for the abdominal area. Really good for all the cervical, neck, spine, right down the whole body. Really good for the whole of the inner body and outer body. So getting those wee spinal twists in regularly on a daily basis. Really good for the inner body. Wrings out all your inner intestines, keeping the inner body healthy. Breathing in, breathing out. So lift up. Inhale, lifting that right arm right up again, stretching it right up. This time we're going to take it to the left thigh, taking a grip of the left thigh with the hand, lift up in the left arm, and then follow the hand right around so that you're getting that stretch into the spine, right into the top of the neck as well. Press the hand in onto the ground, just right in behind your sacrum bone or right in behind that block, pressing the hand onto the thigh and pressing the fingers onto the ground. First of all, press the fingers onto the ground to lengthen the spine, to get a big stretch and opening under the vertebrae. And then press the hand onto the thigh to revolve the spine, to turn right round towards the left-hand side. And then taking the gaze right over that left shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Keeping that breath in and out of the body as you go. Inhaling and exhaling. Every time you take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Every time you take the exhale, revolve. Breathing in and breathing out as you go. Holding it for 5 breaths every time so that you're feeling that rotation in the spine. And inhale back into center, coming right back. Change the cross from the legs if you want to change them. Keep them straight out if you prefer to have the legs straight out. Lift the chest, lift the heart, get that stretch into the spine again. Lift up in that left arm. The left arm's coming right up. Inhale, exhale, taking it to the right thigh. Really good. Good grip in the right thigh. Taking the right arm right out, follow the hand right in and round, follow that gaze right round to the hand, taking the hand down onto the ground right in behind your sacrum. Press the fingertips into the ground, you lengthen the spine, press the hand onto the thigh to revolve and really turn that neck and head right over that right shoulder. So feeling that you're keeping the length in the spine, keeping that lift in the sternum and getting that nice wee spinal twist, feeling that twist into the spine, nice and easy. Just taking it to your limit wherever you're at. Just getting that rotation into the spine will give that spine such a really good rejuvenation, really good for the whole of the body, really good for the spine, get the blood flowing in around the spine, keep that spine healthy and strong. And exhale, coming back into center, coming right back again. So this time straighten the legs right out. Oh, feel those straights. Feeling the backs of the knees opening out, pressing the feet into the ground, really feeling that you push the heels into the ground, pulling the toes up towards your face, lifting the chest again, keeping that L-shaped body, cup the fingers in the hands again, pressing them right in, lift the chest right up into Dandasana. A few times I'll be mentioning a few names, a few strange names, so they're just Sanskrit names for a lot of the poses. So this is Dandasana. It's a really good, strong sitting pose, so it makes it, making sure that every part of the muscle of the body is working, except the face. The face always is relaxed right through your yoga practice, and try and feel that you're working the legs, you're working the thighs, you're working the strong legs, you're working the arms, you're pressing into the ground with the hands, you're lifting the chest, you're really lifting the crown of the head up towards the ceiling to really stretch into the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. And then this time we're going to take the ankles together, knees together, really stretching it right up, and then taking a slight bend in the knees this time. Lift the arms right up. We're coming into a wee forward bend now. We're going to really get a wee stretch into the lower part of the spine. Inhale. And exhale, folding forward. So trying to drop the abdomen down onto the thighs, just really stretching the arms forward. Feel that wee stretch into the side ribs that we did earlier when we were doing the sideways stretch. Now we're doing a forward stretch and we're really feeling that stretch into the lower back. And if you can, take the hands down onto your feet, onto the outside of your feet, onto the shins, onto the calves, wherever you're at. Take hold wherever you're getting hold of, and then just drop the head down. Just feel that nice wee loosening out of the lower part of the spine, the lower part of the back. A lot of tension and stress tends to land in the lower part of the back. So we're just trying to loosen that all out, getting that all out there. Breathing in, breathing out. So you're really concentrating this stretch on the lower part of the back. So that's why we have the legs deeply bent, so that we're not stretching into the backs of the legs, we're not stretching into the hamstrings. We're just really isolating that lower part of the sacrum where a lot of stresses and strains tend to land. Especially if we're lying in bed all night, nice wee loosening out of the spine, just gives it that nice wee strong stretch. Big breaths in, big breaths out. Try not to hold the breath, try and relax the face right through. And inhale again, coming up with the arms, big stretch, right up, lengthen it right out. Inhale, exhale, dropping the hands down by your side again. This time we're going to take the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. We're going to do Baddha Konasana, which is a nice wee stretch into the inner groins and our thighs, taking hold of the shins, dropping the knees down as much as you can. If your legs are way up here, that's where your legs are at. If you can, try and drop them down a wee bit more. Try and think about turning the soles of the feet slightly up towards the ceiling, taking hold of the shins, lifting the chest, lifting the crown of the head, lengthening right into that spine again. Breathing in, breathing out. So you're pushing away in the knees, you're lifting in the chest, and you feel that nice wee stretch into the inner groins. This is a great wee stretch for when we're getting up into your standing poses and bending the knees. It's opening up the inner groins, getting them loosened out and stretched out for you. Breathe in, breathe out. Keeping the breath flowing. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhale, back up in the centre, coming right back up on the knees, lengthen the legs right out, stretching them out. This time the legs is going to be straight, but we're going to take them slightly hip width apart, just really opening up the backs of the knees, trying to stretch into those hamstrings, get that mobility and flexibility back, really good. So you're going where you're going, that's as far as you need to go. Lengthen up the spine, get a big inhale. And then exhale, folding forward. Now if your hands are on your knees or on your thighs, just keep those legs nice and strong. Try and keep the length of the body, and try and think that you're thinking about the chest coming forward rather than the head coming forward. So lifting forward, just going wherever you're at. If you could take the hands down that wee bit further, take them down further. If you could take them onto the feet, even better. Really good. So nothing too much here. We're still in the warm up. We're just dropping the head down in line with the arms, and just feeling that we're opening up the back body. So this is so good for the whole of the back body. This is called Paschimottanasana, forward bend, right over the forelegs, right over your legs, and feeling that the whole of the body is getting a nice stretch here. Breathing in, breathing in. So you're getting that stretch right from the back of the heels, right up the hamstrings, right up the glutes, the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, right into the arms. So we're stretching right up the back body, really good rejuvenation of the back body. And inhale, coming back up again, stretch the arms right up, lengthening the spine once more, breathing in, breathing out. Then exhale, taking the hands down by your side, really good. This time taking the ankles together, knees together. I'm going to go a wee bit deeper into it. If you find it too much for you to go on straight into the full pose, leave it out, do the previous one. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, coming right in. If you need a break at any time, you take that break, taking the elbows nice and close and really dropping down, taking the gaze down towards the shins, just stretch it right in. I'm not going too far into it yet because we're still warming up all those bones. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, back up at the centre, stretch it right up. Exhale, drop it down the hands, coming right in. Bend up at the knees again, just taking them right in towards your block or your sitting bones. Holding on to the shins now, lengthen the spine, inhale, and exhale, drop the head down, just nicely stretch here, giving yourself a big hug. We all need a hug in these times. Give yourself a wee hug. And exhale, coming back up. So now we're coming right onto our hands and our knees, okay? So I'm going to turn to the side here now. So pressing the hands into the mat. Making sure that you're really spreading the fingers. Make sure that you're really working, that the wrists are right underneath the shoulders. And the knees are right underneath the hips, and the feet are coming straight back from the knees. So really keeping the knees hip width apart, the hands shoulder width apart, and really feeling that you're getting that strong action and working from the base up. So anytime that your hands or your feet are on the mat, you're working from that base, making sure that you have a good strong foundation to work on, okay? So this time we're just going to take a wee wriggle back and forward, just really feeling that you're really opening up those hips and really feeling that you're getting that mobility into the wrists, right in there. And we're just building a bit of strength, a bit of flexibility into the wrists, just really stretching right into it, get the blood flowing in around there. So if you feel this anyway uncomfortable, or you're feeling it that you can't really do this, you leave it out, you don't do it. Those wrists are so, but this is good for building a bit of strength into the wrists, getting the blood flowing in around them and keeping it strong. So taking it the other way, taking it clockwise, then anti-clockwise, just to feel that you're getting that mobility and strength built into the wrists. Really good. And then exhale, lengthen away in that right leg, taking it right down, dropping the foot down onto the ground, right in. I'm going to come a wee bit further forward so my foot stays on the mat. If you haven't got a mat, don't worry about that. Go onto the wooden floor, go onto something that you'll get a bit of grip on, okay? So this time we're just going to go back and forward, really good, just feeling that you're dropping that heel right back, coming forward right over the top of the toes. So we're really working on the flexibility of the Achilles tendon right into the ankle joint, right into the toe joint, right into the back of the leg. And really just, if you can, then start to ring that, making a big circle into the heel, just taking a big clockwise, then anti-clockwise, just working the flexibility of that ankle, just to get it all warmed up and stretched out, prevention of injury again. That's the good thing about yoga, it's so good for prevention of injury because you're stretching all the tendons out and you're keeping them all strong and healthy. And if you do happen to go over on the ankle or whatever, you've stretched those tendons out so much, you've made them so flexible that you've less likelihood of having an injury. So that's why yoga is so good in that respect. Other leg coming right out, back and forward first, just stretching into the Achilles, into the calves, really stretching right in, breathing in, breathing out as you go, keeping that breath flowing, inhaling and exhaling. Then starting to make the circle, really take that circle one direction, really good. Then the other direction, keeping it all nice and strong, keeping that leg stretching, feeling that you're really stretching out in that Achilles, right into the back of the leg. So in the normal circumstances, I'm always teaching on a Sunday morning. This is a Sunday morning. I usually be teaching 2 classes in the local leisure centre, and I'll be doing all these warm-ups before, because after the Saturday night before, we maybe need to get them all loosened out. Okay, so that's the wrists and the hands all sorted. The wrists are all sorted, the hands and the feet are all sorted, nice and strong, really good. So this time we're going to curl the toes under in the feet, and we're going to press those hands, making sure that the wrist is underneath the shoulders, pressing the hands in nice and strong, and we're going to lift the knees just an inch off the mat, just holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, nice and easy. Take the knees as wide as the mat, take the toes together. So just having the knees just wide enough so the abdomen can just rest onto the inner thighs. Lengthen the arms forward and drop the forehead down. Forward Virasana, just feeling that you're relaxing the spine. So then again, if that forehead doesn't go down onto the ground, take your block, take your book, and just drop the head down onto that. Just to lengthen the spine, pressing the hands onto the ground, drop the elbows down onto the mat if you prefer, just to relax the fingers, maybe make a wee wriggle back and forward with the fingers just to get the blood flowing in right there again. The wrists, give them a wee wriggling back and forward, just really getting them all warmed up, ready for action. Really good. So just rest the front of the brain now onto the block or onto the mat, and just feel that you're relaxing the body completely. Just feel that you're relaxing the mind, taking all those thoughts out of the head. Just feeling that you're relaxing that spine, relaxing the lower back, Breathing in and breathing out. Nice and easy with a big deep breath in and out of the body. And inhale, coming back up in the tabletop position again. So the hands are in, the knees are in. Taking the block away if you're finished with the block. Press the hands onto the mat, get them nice and strong. We're going to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. So really curl the toes under, same thing again. Pressing the hands into the ground, engaging the core, pull the belly button in so that you're getting that core action, starting to work the core now. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the knees off the mat. Take the abdomen to the thighs, take the buttocks to the ceiling, take the heels to the ground. Nice and easy, taking it right down. So if your knees are deeply bent, if your heels aren't on the ground, that's all good. Just keep that spine long. We're trying to think of the upper body, trying to think of the spine long. So try and take the head in line with the arm and try and lengthen the abdomen right back towards the thighs. And if you can, straighten the legs, lift the hips up nice and high, right up towards the ceiling. And then if you can, drop the feet, drop the heels in the direction of the mat. If they're not on the mat, that's okay. But if you can, try and take them in that direction so that you're really working the spine, you're really working the arms, you're really working into the backs of the legs, the hamstrings is all kicking in now. Holding it here for another 3 breaths. Big deep breath in, big deep breath out, thinking long spine, thinking high hips, thinking long hamstrings. Breathing in, breathing out. And exhale, bend the knees, drop down, nice and easy. Folding back again, just drop the back, lengthen the arms forward, drop the forehead down. Breathing in, breathing out. And inhale, coming back up into the centre, taking the hands in. This time we're going to take the right leg forward. Take your right leg forward. So press the foot onto the mat, making sure that knee is nice and strong under the ground and the foot is coming straight back from that knee. This time we're going to take the hands right onto the thighs, coming right up, getting upright with the body, try and feel that the shoulder and the hip is in line. Lift the chest, lift the heart, lift the arms right up, breathe in, take the gaze in between the hands, just stretch right in it, just get your balance, get your focus here. Inhale and exhale. Really good. And then drop the hands down. This time I want you to lean down and take the foot 1 step further forward if you can. So taking it slightly forward from the knee so the ankle and the knee is ankle is way in front of the knee. Lift up the arms once more, and this time we're going to take the knee forward. We're going to stretch into your psoas muscle, really stretching into that back thigh, back hip, really getting the stretch. You're dropping the pelvis down towards the ground, you're lifting the chest right up towards the ceiling, and you're really getting that extension in the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the breath flowing. Do not hold the breath. Inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths here. And inhale, back up at the center, drop the hands down. Walk that foot back again, taking it right back and underneath the hip. Other leg coming right up. Press it right into the ground. Make sure the ankle and the knee is in line to start off. We're just going to have a wee warm up here. We stretch into the abdomen first. Lift it right up, press the knee into the ground, press the foot into the ground, get your balance, get your focus again. Inhale, exhale. And then exhale, dropping down once more. Taking that foot 1 step further forward so the ankle's way in front of the knee. Lift up with the chest, lift up with the heart, right up. Inhale, exhale, coming forward with the knee, coming forward with the hips, dropping it right down. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Stretch the abdomen, stretch your core. Feel that nice wee stretch in the lower back. Breathe in, breathe in. Inhale, exhale. And exhale, dropping the hands down, each side. Walk the foot right in, and then take it right back. Pressing right on the table again, get your breath, get your focus. Breathing in, breathing out. And this time we're going to curl the toes under, we're coming into downward dog again. Press the hands into the ground, lift the knees, chest to the thighs, up, right up, and drop the heels down if you can. Press the hands and the feet, get your adjustment. Take the chest back towards the thighs. Really feeling that you're really lengthening the spine, feeling that nice wee stretch into the lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. This time we're going to walk the hands right back towards the feet. coming right in. You may not be down here, you may be way up here, you may be here. That's where you're at this time. Breathe in, breathe out. Drop the head down. Accept where you're at. When I started yoga, I wasn't even touching my knees at the time. I couldn't get down. The hamstrings were so tight. So really with practice, you'll get that flexibility back again. You'll get that mobility back. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, taking the hands wide, coming right up on the standing, lengthen the arms right up, stretch it right up. Coming forward, lengthen the arms right up to the ceiling, lengthening the side body again, really get that stretch into the spine. Breathe it in, breathe it in. Exhale, drop the hands down by your side. This is Tadasana, mountain pose, really feeling that you're getting everything in line. Shoulder, hips, ankles, lengthening the spine, opening the chest, getting that breath in and out of the body, focusing on the breath. Tightening the core, lengthening the spine, breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. So today we're just going to step the feet wide. So we're going to take the hands onto the waist and step the feet wide. Taking them right out. So I want you to try and think about getting the feet in alignment. I don't want you to be way out to the side, to a 45-degree angle. I want to try and get the little toe on the outer edge of the heel in line, so straight line. So the feet are slightly hand-toed. Don't go too wide at this time. Try and feel that you're really just stretching right up. Lifting the chest, lifting the heart, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, lift the arms right up. We're going into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So we're going to turn to your right. Right leg and foot all around, left leg slightly in. So really pressing the foot into the ground, back heel into the ground, lift the arch of the back foot. Engaging that back leg. Inhale, exhale. So this time we're going to feel that we're going to touch that wall to the right over to the right first. So get an extension into the side body first. So feeling that you're opening up the side body. Inhale, big breath in. And then exhale, drop the hand down onto the shin, onto the calf, wherever you're at this time, and lengthening the fingertips right up towards the ceiling. Take the gaze towards the top thumb if you can, or keep the gaze forward if that suits your neck better. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping that length into the spine, keeping that opening into the chest. You're trying to get the shoulder over shoulder, hand over hand in this one. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, back up in the center, coming right back up. Turn the feet forward and turning to your left. Left leg and foot all around, right leg slightly in. Press that back foot into the ground. Press the sole of the foot into that ground at the left hand side. So making sure that you get the feet really grounded to the mat before you make any movement into the pose. Inhale. Exhale, coming right over to the left first, really extending right over, then drop the hand down onto that shin, lengthen the arms right up toward the fingertips right up towards the ceiling, take the gaze towards the top hand and really working onto that sideways stretch. Now feeling that you get that stretch into the side body. If you're only down below the knee, that's okay. Breathe in, breathe out. This is where the wee stool will come in handy. If you have the wee stool, put the stool to the side, put the hand onto the stool just to give yourself a bit of stability. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold it right up. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Coming back up in the center. Turn the feet forward. Take the hands onto your waist. Just give the shoulders a wee shrug it round. Just to relax those shoulders. Taking them the other direction. Breathing in, breathing out. And then inhale again. Coming right up with the arms. Stretching them right out. Try and get that extension from the right fingers to the left fingers. Really opening up the arms and getting a big stretch into the spine. Inhale, turning to your right. Right leg and foot all around, left leg slightly in. This time, I want you to walk the left leg slightly wider if you can. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front knee, coming right down. So really taking that gaze right over that front finger and really getting right at it. So try and make sure you're not coming right over the top of the leg. You're not turning into Superman or Superwoman. Keep that right back, keep the upper body, keep the head right over the top of the pelvis. Lock out the back leg, nice strong back leg, big strength in the back leg. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping that gaze through that middle finger. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold it here for 2 more breaths. And inhale, straighten up the front leg, turn the feet forward. Keep the arms up to build that upper body strength if you can. Have a wee break if you need it. Inhale and exhale, bending that left knee. Coming right up, keep the upper body upright, keep the gaze through the middle finger of the front hand, lock out the back leg, get your strength from this back leg working strong. Lift the chest, lift the heart, take the gaze through the middle finger. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. And inhale, straighten up the front leg, turn the feet forward, take the hands down, have a wee break, roll the shoulder blades down the back, jump or step the feet in together. Lift and roll the shoulder blades, hands down by your side. Get your break in Tadasana. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, fingertips into the chest. Now, jump or step the feet apart. So step them apart just like I showed you the last time, or take a slight softening of the knees, nice wee bounce, and then jump or step them wide. Okay, so coming nice into your wide stretch again. Inhale and exhale, we're turning to the right again. Right-legged foot all around, left leg slightly in. Inhale, exhale, bending the front knee, coming right down, bend the front arm, taking the forearm to the knee, right onto the thigh, and then lengthening the arm right up. Parsvakonasana, modification on Parsvakonasana, just coming right down, getting that nice opening into the legs, opening the spine, lengthening right up, and trying to keep that chest turned towards the ceiling. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Try and keep that back leg strong. Try and make sure the back leg doesn't cave in at the back. Make sure you're using the outer edge of the back foot so that you're really gripping the mat with the foot, the sole of the foot, not the side of the foot. Inhale, back up in the center, coming back up. Turn the feet forward and turning to your left. Left leg and foot all around. Right leg slightly in. Nice and wide with the legs. If you're too narrow with the legs, you'll not get down, and then you start to take the knee over the top of the toe and you're putting pressure on the knee joint. Make sure you're well back with the leg. Make sure you're really pressing the feet under the ground. Inhale and exhale. Drop it down. Really good. Taking the hand right back, making sure the hand stays over the back of the back foot, and then really lengthening the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend the elbow. Take the elbow down onto the thigh. Lengthen the arm right up. Big straight line from the top hand to the bottom foot. Make sure outside edge of the foot is really gripping the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Big extension in the spine. Lengthening in the side body. Really working the back leg. Really working that the feet are really strong. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, back up at the center, coming right back up. Turn the feet forward, hands onto the waist, jump or step, the feet in together. Lift and roll the shoulder blades, have your breath. Get your oxygen, get your breath in, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in, breathing in. And inhale, fingertips on the chest again. If you're jumping, jump. If you're stepping, step. Right up, really good. Lengthen it right up. Now this time we're going to take it a wee bit further into your Parsvakonasana. So we can take one of the blocks, your book, your footstool. Let's take a footstool this time just to see what way we can use it. So taking that footstool in, okay, taking it right in, having the footstool there just into the front, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to bend into that knee, we're coming into that same pose more or less that we did earlier. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, feeling that stretch in the spine, feeling the opening under the heart, and then taking the hand, coming right out to the side, taking the hand to the inside of the foot or onto that footstool, and then lengthening the arms right up and over, go deeper into the pose. Now make sure this leg doesn't collapse, make sure the back leg is strong, that's where your strength is. Really good, lengthening the fingertips right up towards the top corner of the ceiling and really keeping that chest open to the sky. So I'm using the forearm against the knee against the forearm to open that chest, to get it right open up towards the ceiling and lengthen right up. Breathe in, breathe out. And then inhale, coming back up, take a wee footstool with you, take it right over to the other side, turn it right in, lengthen the arms right up. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, get your breath. Exhale, bend the knee, coming right down, and make sure that knee doesn't go over the top of the toes. Make sure the back leg is working strong. Inhale, lengthen the front body right over. Take the hand down onto the footstool if you're using it, or take it down onto the ground or onto a block or onto a book. Take the gaze right in underneath the arm. Keep the chest open to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Parsvakonasana, real good stretch into the inner groins, into the thighs, working the mobility of the hips, keeping those hips nice and strong and healthy. Breathing in, breathing out. Lock out the back leg. Work the strength of the front body. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, back up in the center, coming right back up. Hands down onto your hips. Walk and step the feet in. Lift and roll the shoulder blades. Hands down by your side. Breathing in, breathing in. So now we're going to go to Virabhadrasana 3. We've done Virabhadrasana 1. We've done Virabhadrasana 2. So Warrior 1, Warrior 2. And sure, we might do 3 while we're at it. Breathe in, breathe out. So this time, I'm just going to step my right foot forward, okay? So stepping the right foot forward to the front of the mat. So, I'm trying to make sure that the right foot, I have a line on my mat, the right foot's right in the middle of the mat. The left foot is in the middle of the mat too, but the heel of the back foot and the heel of the front foot is in line. Front body is facing forward, coming right back into it, making sure the hips are facing